So here it is, our last day in Japan. It's 54 degrees outside. It feels amazing. It's not frigid cold out here, but yeah, we're still out here in our PJs. I mean, I'm in shorts, that tank top. Of course, she's the colder one out of both of us, so yeah, Jamie's and yeah. But she's got her coffee though, so as you see, her glass is getting foggy. Yeah, it's been a very eye-opening trip. To say a lot of things.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna miss being here personally. I think you will too.
I'm already gonna miss this. I mean, especially last night after we were in the Tokyo Bay too.
That was really nice.
It was really pretty. If you ever get a chance, even if you're not by the ocean, just go by the water. Even by a lake, go by the water. It's very beautiful here. A lot of people, whenever they have their Airbnbs and their travels and all that, I think a lot of them, expect to be, in the city and whatnot. They expect to be someplace, where there's tall buildings. We ended up, right there, but it's hard to describe, how clean this place really is.
And how, even though, sure, you get exhausted and everything, but it's more so when you're close to the street where the cars are going and everything. But for the most part, the air itself is pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, there are
really nice.
Yeah, there's emissions. Don't get me wrong. There's emissions. There's even Japan's got the highest smuggler in the world though. But the funny thing about it is, it's really surprising, just how clean the area is here. And I've been saying that a lot, though. I sound like a broken record when I say it, but I can't put it over enough. It really is. We've walked, I'd say 37, maybe 45 miles since we've been here. We've been here for 6 days already, and
We've walked at least over 11,000 steps a day.
Yeah, that'll give you a good idea.
One day it was almost 15,000 steps.
Yeah, I believe that was when we came back from the plaza, Skytree Plaza.
Maybe.
Yeah, because because the Tokyo Skytree is literally about a mile and a half, if even that though, just north of where we're at. And that's also a pretty big tourist trap as well. Not only that, the Skytree station is right below that too, which is really interesting because you don't ever see, a mall, right below
a
subway. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty efficient when it comes to traveling like that.
It really is.
If you got to go to Yokohama or something like that, which is only 30 minutes south where we're at right now. It's amazing, how easy it is to get around, but I will say this though, the most difficult thing is really knowing what's what's interesting is just how easy it is to get around with the train stations, but at the same time you've got to know all the train lines. It's just like in New York, you've got to know the train stations to go where, what, and why. I can't tell you how many times we've gotten
on the wrong terminal and gotten on the train.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah, last night was a prime example too.
Yeah, it really was.
Last night was a prime example because we knew exactly where we were at though, but we didn't see our destination on the routes, and then we realized shit, we were at the wrong, because we should have been on that one. And not to mention, all the line, all the just train lines that you go to, you got. See, right where we're at right now, we got 7 different train lines that run through the Oshihage train station as well, and even. Just going to different regions in general, though, can always be a little bit confusing. So yeah, you definitely have to know your train stations, train lines. And what's really interesting too, Google Maps does help. I mean, but at the same time, it doesn't.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times it's it hasn't been working for us as we're walking to an area that we're supposed to go to, or even if the train doesn't update, maybe sometimes it's been better about the trains than it has with us walking.
It really has. It really has, yeah.
But it would probably be best if you're using Google Maps to download it ahead of time. That way you're not having to, rely on it right then and there with the Wi-Fi and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we've been here a week, and when you know the routes where you're at, especially whenever you're especially when you know the typical parts where you're at though, say for instance the street that we're on, it's Murukojima right now, Chome 2 Murukojima, and we know right up the street's a perfect example. There's a 7-Eleven, which by the way has kept us fed
Yes.
very cheaply, by the way.
Like good quality food and everything. Like 7-Elevens back home don't compare at all.
Yeah, there's less of them for a reason, and there's more for a reason over here too. So, yeah, 7-Elevens keep you fed here. Not to mention, you eat better. The food over here is much better, and it's actually better for you too. Everything, you eat a lot of rice while you're over here, but
it's very filling.
It's very filling. Not to mention, alcohol's plentiful over here too. The beers are plentiful. There's a shit ton of the wine coolers, and by the way, White Claw does not exist here. So yeah, White Claw don't exist here.
And it also helps that there's a vending machine in just about every street. So.
Oh yeah, we've spent about 3,000 yen on vending machines. That's about $30.
It's one of my favorite things besides the gachapons.
And the gachapons, yeah. It's
sorry.
It's definitely. Oh yeah. It's yeah, the gachapons, the vending machines. Just a lot of Americans will call it microtransactions. Like number one, if you like collecting stuff like that, you can just walk away from it though. That's the best part. But I will admit though, there's a big pull when it comes to like the vending machines over here, because I've tried 7 different types of coffees. I've tried peach Fanta,
which is really good, by the way. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, if you like Fanta, especially orange or grape Fanta, if you can find peach Fanta, like if you can order it, get it. It's delicious. God, what else have we tried? Trying to think, like just right off the top of our head.
There was also was it the Fanta for the
it
started with an S. It was a Japanese one.
A Sakura, I think is what it is.
Sakura?
Something like that. I don't remember, but it's lemon lime
with whatever Japanese taste that's in there too.
Yeah,
it's got a white flour kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's lemon lime. It's nowhere near Sprite. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
but at the
it's not.
It's different than Sprite, but it's real sweet and it's real. It's like seltzer lemon lime with sugar. That's the best way to describe it. Also, we've tried different flavored waters here. We've had. There's just so much
that peach water here that's really good.
The peach water's delicious, and oh my god, there's so much here. We've only been in one district. We've been in this district, here because we're in the Tokyo prefecture. You know what I mean? Of course, the city Tokyo, Japan, of course. But we're in the Tokyo prefecture. We're in Sumida City right now, which I gotta tell you right now, it's not high class, but it's not. This is would be called the inner city, if you will. But just to give you a pretty good example of what it looks like, though, because I've showed this to you beforehand, but even then, if you want to call it inner city, it's not much. It's not like here in the U.S. where it's the inner city is just ghetto and shit like that.
There's a lot of people that live in the apartments here. It's not just like Airbnbs. There's like even in this tower just right next to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can tell that there are people that live here based off of the different curtains that they have.
Yeah, like, very much.
Up top, there's a really nice flowery design and everything.
Yeah, you may not be able to see it though, but just it gives you a pretty good example, and a little bit more down over here.
Because it's not it's very much that people live here. It's not like just a tourist area.
Yeah, it's plus the Airbnb business over here though is booming. And not to mention since it's the holiday season, everybody comes and visits. Everybody comes and wants to shop. I'm really hoping that everything that we bought, can come, because I bought a couple of bottles of whiskey. Excuse me, a couple of bottles of some sake, some flavored sake, by the way, which we got over at the plaza, and we're hoping today that we can get. Oh, you're good. We're really hoping. we've been. It's allergy season over here. There's an allergy season here too, so
I've been hit hard with it.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's starting to get me too, but we're also looking to try to get to Akihabara one more time, because we've been to the South Park. We've been to Diver City 3 times this whole time we've been here. It's probably been our favorite place to visit.
We went to Diver City twice, and then right next to it across the street is Aqua City, which we also really recommend too.
Yeah,
they have a really nice outdoor structures, like a small mini Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
But that's also where the bay is right there too.
Yeah. So. Oh, by the way, everybody wanted to see the ring.
Oh.
So.
Let's see if it'll.
There you go.
It's like an aquamarine color, and there's seaweed in there.
Yeah, it's made of ocean resin, actually. Yeah.
Because I told him I wanted the sea, and he gave it to me. And last night while we were in the Bay Area, we dipped both of our left hands in as like a sign of good fortune, if you will, for our engagement.
We're praying to the gods that it'll be that way, though. You know, praying to God or to the gods. You know, no matter if you're polytheistic or not, though, we're just praying for good fortune, though, because you know we want to come back here for our honeymoon. Let's put it this way. Yes. Even if it's, I don't know, we may come back here to Sumida City. We may go to Yokohama. We may go to Osaka. You know, because you know it's very traditional over here. It's traditional, but at the same time, it's not. So, but anyway, but yeah, this is just a little summarization vlog, if you will. It's been fun. It's been eye opening. I learned a lot about myself. You know, just being here. Yeah. You know, I learned that you know I'm too stubborn to let things go bad. You know, I'm too stubborn to lose because in the end I always win. Let's put it that way. Top of all that, though, you know, my resources, you know, learning how to be resourceful has been very helpful too. And with me, just being preparation has really helped us here. So yeah, before you come to Japan, prepare. Yeah,
definitely watch a lot of YouTube videos on the place. Like
get
one
educated.
YouTuber that we really watched a lot of his videos is Only in Japan by John Dobb.
Yeah, John Dobb, Only Japan. Really informal. Not to mention, you know, when it comes to, you know, to certain laws like that, certain laws, et cetera, like that. Oh, they had it out? Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, you know, preparation is key. Even if you're watching YouTube videos or something like that, read up on it, though. John Dobb, you know, from Only Japan, you know, was one of the reasons why we, you know, like got really so really well prepared for it, though. And that user, My Life in Japan, he's an Englishman. I learned a lot about. Well, not to mention, we also have a friend by the name of Ben who comes and visits here in Japan on a regular basis a lot of times because he's currently working on a game at the moment called Witch. I think that's what it is. And you know, he, you know, really helped me out on that, so I gotta give him a big shout out. My buddy Benjamin Cross, he's the one who really helped me out on all that. Not to mention, also, when you're walking around, whenever you're preparing, get yourself a portable Wi-Fi. It works. It comes in handy. It works. It's not perfect, but man, it works so much better than trying to use data. And it's a lot less expensive. I use something called Ninja Wi-Fi whenever we landed at Narita Airport, and we're hoping next time when we come by we can fly in through Haneda, which is just right next to Diver City, Tokyo, too. So yeah, rent yourself a pocket Wi-Fi, get an Airbnb, plan yourself out, and what is it? The ATMs here, though, all across the 7-Elevens will help you out. You know, whatever you got, especially, you know, American money, though, will convert it to Japanese yen right then and there. Also, keep your cash on you at all times. Yes. You can buy digitally, you know, with a card. Some places accept it, though, or better yet, though, have a Suica card or a Passmo card too, because you can use that to get around the train stations and buy your tickets right then and there. And
even if you're at a store, at the register, they will leave a little sign of the printed cards that you can use. So like the Passmo or the Suica, it'll have the images on there, so that helps too. yes,
very much so. So yeah, those will come in handy. A Suica or a Passmo card, it don't matter. They're pretty much accepted. Like wherever there's a Suica, there's a Passmo card you can accept. So and the Passmo cards, though, actually have a little bit more importance because when you do public transit, they're basically your identity whenever you go into to the subways as well, because you can't duplicate them. You can't, you know, have two people there and just use one and then just pass it back so you can use it again.
You know, you have to have your own.
You have to have your own. You can also have it, done for personalized as well. And there's a 500 yen deposit that comes with it, though. So if you decide to return it, you get that 500 back. Me personally, I'm gonna keep mine because.
Oh, go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I got mine personalized.
Yeah. And I'm keeping mine, even though it's not like it doesn't have my name on it or anything. But
yeah, Japan has been amazing to us. The people, like, and that's another thing too. If you try with them, they will try with you, because everybody that's the difference between America and Japan too, because everybody here wants to help everybody.
Yeah.
They may not like you. You get stares because you're a foreigner. You're a gaijin. You get stares. So you know what? If you can't handle stares, don't come here.
Yeah.
But you have to have thick skin to come here a little bit too, because people are not used to seeing. Some people are not used to seeing foreigners. Others are more the younger folk over here. They're used to seeing foreigners.
And sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Go for it.
When it comes to the stairs, I mean, they're not like they're gonna stare at you. They're not gonna like some may look away, but for the most part, they're just gonna like straight on stare at you. So if you can't handle that, then you better get used to it if you want to come here. If not, then don't come.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bit thicker skin has to go with it too, and don't be so insecure with yourself, because Japanese people are not insecure with themselves either. But if you try with them though, you'll be surprised how much Japanese you'll learn whenever you're over here, because if you learn it quick, they pick up on other people's English as well, because they just want to communicate with you. I mean, don't be a Logan Pauler. Matter of fact, don't be a Paul at all. You know what I mean? Don't be any of those. Don't be any of those little cuck sacks right there. But if you try, people will help, because America, sure, we may want to help each other, but America is not as helpful as it is. Here in Japan, everybody takes everything to being helpful, and they take it, seriously, because that's their value.
I will just say, just be kind and humble.
Yes. Check yourself too, man, because there are no egos here, and if you got an ego, sure, they'll help you, but man, they're not gonna want to let you back in. I'll tell you that right now. And most importantly, if there's any kind of takeaway that I've taken from Japan, that was the fact that you don't need a lot to survive here. You don't need a lot, and you know what? Back home, we don't need a lot either. Just everybody over here helps each other, whereas here in America, everybody tries to crush one another more, because they want to get ahead of everybody else. And that's another thing that I've really taken away from this trip as well, because society, sure, people will have disagreements, but also this is also a very go country too. This country is very much on the go. I mean, it is. I mean, I was, whenever when I was in college, everybody here is much on the go. Not to mention, we're literally residing right now between like nearby middle school and high school too, and those kids are always on the go. They're always looking to get things done. And you know what? I'm going to take that with me. We're both going to take that with us, though, because there's a lot of values that I really identify with, that for once I finally got a chance to finally experience too, and that was big.
I was just going to say, for a pro tip for the train, do not talk on your phone on there. That's a big no-no. Be as quiet as you can, because it's really quiet on the trains, because everyone's on their, like, usually just reading either a book or reading something off their phone or playing a game, but it's all very quiet in there. And if there's priority seating, give that to the elderly or
someone who's injured or expecting mothers. Yeah, disabilities, handicap, elderly, and expecting mothers.
I mean, even I've noticed that even if someone isn't in a priority seat, Japanese people will still get up and give them their seats too. So and don't take up like two spaces. Like, you have to have like one seat like right next to the next person. So don't try and take up as much room. There's a lot of stereotypes about foreigners, that we're dumb because we're uninformed. That's a big stereotype over here too, and I'm Hispanic, she's Caucasian. Yeah, she's Caucasian. And it's one thing, and that's another thing we also got too. We got a lot of stares, because we're an interracial couple. So, but you're gonna get stares regardless, though. So have a little bit of thicker skin, and most importantly, don't worry about being judged, because they don't know, and of course, we don't know them too. So above all else, though, come to Japan. Oh no, I have seen some people when they see us all hold hands or kiss, they're just like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
it just depends on the person, really.
Yeah, a lot of old-fashioners are not really about that. But please come to Japan. It's the best place on earth right now.
We can't wait to come back, and we're already starting to miss it. We're still here.
Yeah, I know. Let's just say that we're gonna come back on our honeymoon. Let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off right now. Much love, peace. Thank y'all for coming on this. Thank y'all for coming on the show. Whoop whoop, peace, and I'll see y'all when I get home. Peace.